Hello and welcome to the Music GCSE YouTube channel. We're going to take a look at Rhythms of the World, which is Area of Study 3. This video is part 1 of a video series which looks at every style of music from Rhythms of the World. Rhythms of the World focuses on different styles of music from India, the Middle East and Mediterranean, Africa, and South America. We will look at several styles of music from some of these places. For instance, in India, we will look at Indian classical music and Bhangra. From the Middle East and Mediterranean, we will look at Greek music, Palestinian music, and Israeli music. From Africa, we will look at African drumming. And then from South America, we will look at samba music and calypso. In this video series, we will look at the key characteristics of each of these styles of music and the instrumentation used. However, these different styles of music do have a few things in common, such as they are all an oral tradition, meaning they are taught and learnt by ear, passed down from generation to generation. Each style of music in Rhythms of the World will be performed at celebrations, such as weddings, parties, and religious ceremonies. The melodies used in Rhythms of the World will be heavily decorated using lots of ornamentation. If the style of music we're looking at has vocals, it will have lots of melisma. Melisma is a vocal technique where you can stretch a word or a syllable of a word out over multiple notes. The vocals in Rhythms of the World will also usually use microtonal intervals. So what do you need to make sure you know for each musical style in Rhythms of the World? Firstly, you need to make sure you know the typical musical features of that style. You also need to know the names of the instruments used within that musical style. Now, some of these styles of music have quite a few instruments, so we'll just focus on the ones that are most commonly used. For some styles of music, such as Indian classical and Bhangra, you need to know the name of a suitable artist. You need to know where in the world each style of music comes from, and you need to know what each style of music sounds like so you can recognize it through listening. So it's time for you to get learning. In this video series, you will find a dedicated video for each style of music for Rhythms of the World. You'll be able to quiz yourself after watching each of the videos, and you can use the music revision website at www.musicgcse.co.uk to self-quiz on Rhythms of the World. So make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking on the logo. You can also find the other videos in this playlist by clicking on the screen, or click to find one of the other videos on the channel to use in your revision.